Good morning and welcome to Muller's Monday Morning Motivational Message. We are here. We are David and Alyssa Muller, and we're here this week. We're going to be talking about the Ultimate Achievement System and diving a little bit deeper into building a vision statement.
Yeah, so like David said, we're David and Alyssa Muller. We've been entrepreneurs a combined 40 years of some great times. As we often say, we've spent a lot of our time creating a lot of great ways to generate revenue, and some have been very successful, while others have been, more educational.
Right. So for this conversation, our definition of a vision statement is basically a description of your lifestyle when you're living your dream life. So it's made up by articulating the answers to these three questions. And the first one is, what's your point? What's the purpose of your life? Your passion, your mission? What's it all about? Why are you here? What is your purpose? And then the other question is, how do you want to live? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? And the third one is, how do you want to be remembered? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? And there's a huge difference between writing out a vision statement and truly living a visionary life. So one of the things is that Ronnie Doss told us once that it doesn't really matter what you want. What really matters is what you're committed to, your deepest commitment. What you want doesn't matter. What you're committed to is what gets done. Alyssa, you want to tell them your little story from when you were younger? Speaking of deepest commitment.
Yeah, so honestly, no one mentored me this, I guess, early on in my years of, I was in first grade, so 6 or 7 years. We had just relocated. My dad was in the Navy, and we relocated to Fort Meade. And so I just remember that my parents said, go play outside, because they were unpacking all the boxes and stuff. And so I went to the playground, which I thought was amazing, that we had our own private playground in this community, if you will. And I saw some monkey bars. Now, for those of you that obviously follow David and I, you know that I was a gymnast, and then we own a gymnastics school as well. But this was way before the time period that I started gymnastics. So I don't even think I even thought about gymnastics at this time, but I loved the monkey bars. And if you remember as a kid, they're the ones that you go from hand to hand to hand. So I think later on, in the later on evening version of this, I'll give the full story. But basically, I made a goal with myself to go back and forth. I believe it was 10 times. Whatever it was a lot. Back and forth counted as one. Back and forth, it was 2. So it's not down 1, back 2. So up and back and forth was 1. So anyway, the sun was blazing hot that day. It was probably late morning, early afternoon. And I didn't, obviously at 6 years old, take that into consideration. But as I had made that commitment to myself, I would say probably number 2 or number 3 in, I noticed a feeling of burning on my hands and didn't think anything about it. It was pain, but with pain comes gain. That's kind of what I was raised to believe. And I think that did serve me well most of my life. So I didn't stop till it was over. And at the end of my 10 times, which was really 20, again, I don't remember exactly the number. I just remember it was a lot. My hands were blistered. The blisters had peeled off. And remember, this is this is before I was a gymnast. And I had to be taken to the emergency room because literally I had no skin left on either of my hands, to include like my fingers. But I was committed. I think that's why David likes me to share that story on this portion.
Yeah, I tell you, I got to be honest. I don't think I would have finished the monkey bars.
Let's be honest. We both know that you would not have.
Under those circumstances, yeah, there's just no way. You know, we work together as a team, and she has strengths that I don't have, and vice versa. So it works really well. So this is what we want you to do this week. I'm super excited to have this conversation with you, to really go through the different tools and the strategies and the techniques that we've developed over the last 40 years of being entrepreneurs and doing, a lot of things that have been successful. Like she said, a lot of things that have been more educational. And
like the monkey bars, that was definitely educational.
That was a learner, right? Yeah, for sure. So I want you to think about those 3 questions and tune in tomorrow. We're going to introduce a couple of tools that will help you take a real deep look inside to see what is that makes you tick. And then also this week, we're going to explore the Star Wars connection and take a look at your perfect week and how to document your vision statement to have the utmost impact on your life. So join the conversation. Anyone who shares and comments is going to be entered into a drawing to win a limited edition Ultimate Achievers t-shirt at the end of the week. And I'm super excited to drop the new design. No, you can't see it today, but this week, stay tuned, share our videos and our comments and our posts, and you will be entered to win one, and you will see the new design sometime coming up in the next few days. Super excited. With that, Muller's out.